This is a live, excuse me, and I will be posting this for you guys to check out, the recap and whatnot. Now, I didn't have anything in particular. I didn't have any one particular thing that I wanted to talk about. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of things involving this manifestation process. A good old manifestation discussion as a whole. The first thing I wanted to discuss is the importance of not only being persistent, but also consistent, involving what it is that you're creating for your life, what it is that you're attempting to improve upon, etc. Now, what is the difference between being persistent and being consistent? Persistence, being persistent, etc., is involving yourself with the mentality of never giving up. When the going gets tough, you will not give up. When the going gets tough, you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you keep moving forward. That is what it means to persist. That is that is what it means, excuse me, words have escaped me today. That is what it means to be persistent, etc. How you doing? So that's what it means. Now, what does it mean to be consistent? Being consistent means that you're actually stepping up to the plate and doing the inner work. You're actually doing the inner work. You're disciplining yourself. You're remaining mindful. You're doing the affirmations. You're visualizing. You're utilizing the guided meditations. Like, you're being persistent and consistent. They both go hand in hand, but they're both slightly different. Okay? Now, what is the key to success when it comes to manifesting and creating the life of your dreams and manifesting your dreams? You got to be consistent and persistent. This is why a lot of people aren't getting the results that they want. They're not changing internally because you only are being persistent. Okay? If you're being persistent but never actually being consistent, you're going to find yourself in a rock and a hard place, because you're never actually going to get yourself to the point of actually doing the work. So you got to mix the two together. I oftentimes utilize the analogy of, imagine that you're making some food, some good old classic grade A soup. You sprinkle some persistence, get some flavor in there. You sprinkle some consistency, get some more flavor in there. You mix it all together and you drop a dash of commitment in there for some grade A extra flavor. And you gonna make something incredible there. Okay? Your goal here is to be consistent and persistent, as well as remain committed. When you do that, you'll find yourself changing internally. You'll find yourself experiencing internally in a different way, and then you'll end up experiencing differently externally, which is amazing. How you doing? Tips for detachment from the outcome. Yes, actually, this goes hand in hand with what I'm saying right now. If you want to detach from outcome, okay, the outcome, which is what's naturally going to happen. If you're actually doing the inner work in a proper way, you're going to naturally detach, okay? You're going to naturally let go of the doubts, the fears, and everything in between. So if you want to detach from the outcome, which I'm assuming is what you guys all want, so that you can kind of alleviate that chip on your shoulder and not dwell on the negatives all of the time, you got to be consistent with influencing your subconscious mind. And what I mean by that is you got to be consistent with the inner work. If you want to detach from the outcome and press the subconscious, change your beliefs, which is going to inevitably change your outcome of this physical experience, you got to stay consistent. Every day you should be doing your affirmations or your visualizations. Every day you should be taking the time to connect to your inner source if need be. Every day you should be disciplining yourself, remaining mindful. You get what I'm saying? So Santa, I don't know what this means. Oh, it's like I got a cut. I don't know what this means. What's good? So, if you want to change your life, you need to change what's going on internally. Because when you change what's going on internally, you change the outcome of what's going on externally. When you change what's going on internally, you change the way you feel. You change the way you believe. You change the way you act, etc. So you got to stay consistent. Okay? Hey, buddy, where are you from? Boston, Massachusetts. What is manifesting? Manifesting is basically revealing the unseen. It's making the unseen seen. When you're manifesting, You're creating an internal experience involving something that has not yet come to pass in the physical world, but eventually will come to pass. I mean, that's a very short way of putting it, you know? But anyways, you're always manifesting, which is the next thing that I wanted to talk about. So you're always manifesting. Love from India, love from Boston. You're always manifesting. You're never not manifesting. So being consistent and being persistent really is the key. Because if you're always manifesting and you never take the time to be persistent and consistent with changing yourself, you're going to continue manifesting on autopilot. And for many of you guys, you're already staying consistent and persistent with negative things subconsciously and consciously. So you're going to continue manifesting what you don't want. So are you doing magic? Is that what it is? No, it's not. It's not some magical woohoo type of deal. Can you explain the term focusing on the present moment? Yeah, well, here's the deal. When you're, like right now, I'm in the present moment. I'm living in the now. I'm not worried about the past. I'm not worried about the future. I'm not worried about how long. I'm in this now moment, enjoying this beautiful day, this beautiful environment on this live with you. I'm in the now moment. When you're dwelling from the now moment, you're living your life to the fullest. See your front view now. What? What? Anyways, when you're living in the now moment, you're living your life to the fullest. You're not worried about the past. You're not worried about the future. You're just enjoying the present moment, and you're enjoying what you're engaging with in the present moment. You're enjoying what you're doing in the present moment, etc. So manifesting is just a fancy word for goal setting. No, not at all. Manifesting is the key to life. It goes beyond just goal setting, because manifestation is the reason why you're drawing breath on this earth. You're drawing breath on this earth as the result of manifestation. That goes beyond goal setting. Is it a part of it? Can it be considered to be a part of it? Sure, but it's not fully what it is. Can you show me your nature front view? I mean, I live in a pretty woodsy area. It's beautiful, though. So yeah, stay consistent, stay persistent, live from the now, do what's necessary. You'll change what's going on internally, and then you'll end up changing what's going on externally. You can't change what's going on externally if you're not changing what's going on internally. You have to change what's going on internally. It's inevitably going to take place anyways if you're actually doing what needs to be done. If you're not doing what needs to be done, then nothing's going to change. Oh my God, really? It's very beautiful, right? Yeah, it's a good environment, you know? It's a great environment. It's beautiful. How about checking the 3D? It's better if we totally detach from the 3D. Oh, absolutely. If you are going to sit there and continuously check the 3D, that is just subconsciously assuming that you don't have it, that you don't have trust, faith in what it is that you're manifesting. Now, you need to understand that if you end up checking the 3D every now and again, you have a slip up, it's okay. Okay, it's totally okay. You're not going to delay anything. You're not going to prevent anything. You're not going to stop anything. It's fine. You're human. You're going to have a moment here and there where you have a slip up. You just need to make sure you remind yourself of what's really mattering, which is the end result fulfilled of who you want to be, self-concept, self-identity, and what you want to experience. But don't beat yourself up because have you had any out-of-body experiences? Yeah, dude. When I first started, that shit is a trip. When I first started consciously manifesting about 14 years ago, I was heavily involved with like super in-depth spiritual teachings like astral projection, lucid dreaming, chakras, and all of that. And I've had quite a few of them over the years. My last intentional out of the body experience, God, can't talk today, was back in like 2023. And that shit was a fucking trip. I'm so into lucid dreaming, can't say I've had success yet. I've lucid dreamed a couple of times in my life. I haven't done so in a while, intentionally, but I have done so with success over the course of my life, over the last decade plus, a couple of times over. It's incredibly powerful. How real does it feel? Lucid dreaming feels more real than what's going on right now. That's the best way to put it. It feels more real than real life. That sounds like a trip, but that's what it is. Like, hey, what are your pronouns? Lucid dreaming is like literally, it feels realer than real life. I can't even describe it to you fully on a conscious level. It's just something you're going to need to experience for yourself. But it's incredibly powerful. How to lucid dream. The way I went about it is, now you could go about it in many ways, shapes, and forms. Just go online, look up how to lucid dream. You'll find a bunch of content. But the way I went about it is every night before bed. Now it took a couple of weeks, but every night before bed, I kept on saying to myself as I was drifting off into sleep, I kept on repeating the thought of, tonight I have lucid dreamed, tonight I have lucid dreamed, etc. And I kept repeating that on a loop, and then eventually I ended up lucid dreaming. So manifesting things into your life isn't just something you work for and earn. Well, I mean, if you want to think about it, if you are manifesting something in a way, I guess you kind of are, quote unquote, earning it. Because think about it, you manifesting something is going to cause for you to change your entire inner world. Is that not something to be proud of? Going from thinking in a shit manner, thinking like shit, etc., to living life abundantly, internally, etc., feeling better. Is that not something to be proud of? Is that not an accomplishment? That's more of an accomplishment than most people make in a lifetime doing physical labor. Think about that. Because if you think about it, this life is more of a dream and the inner is the real deal. Bingo. Bingo. How do you wake from a lucid dream? Well, you'll naturally just wake up when your body feels inclined to wake up. I mean, when you're in the lucid dream, there's going to be certain things that may happen. Like you may experience a certain level of excitement that may snap you out of it and wake you up. You will end up waking up. That whole notion of you could get lost in it is full of, it's a crock of crap. What is the biggest thing you have manifested in your life? It's not just the one thing, it's multiple things. But one of the biggest things I have manifested was going from complete depression and anxiety to the virtual opposite. All right, so lucid dreaming like AI video? Nah, not really, in my opinion. All right, I'm going to probably wrap this live up, guys. Just take notice of certain things we discussed here, okay? Stay consistent, stay persistent, work on your self-concept, work on yourself as a whole, do what's necessary, don't quit, don't give up, and continue on that well-worn path. I promise you, if you do that, you'll end up experiencing what it is that you want, all right? Feel free to check the first pinned comment down below when this video uploads, for contact information, for coaching one-on-one, as well as following me on other platforms. Thanks, bro, you showed me the light. Well, I can only pray that you actually mean that. If so, I appreciate you. Thank you and good luck. You as well. You guys take care. I'm going to go live on TikTok now. Manifesting greatness now. Have a beautiful rest of your day.